first you're quiet, then you sneeze. Now we find you and you freeze. Break my peace, I break your knees, and no one can hear your pleas. Catch you like a magic trick, circus ropes around your wrist. Next you know we go insane, we might take a couple pics. Don't resist, I insist, give your arm another twist. We're not done, but when we are, you'll be lying in a ditch. Hop up in our clown car, we're going for a ride. Your dead body in the rear view, we're insane like you described. I am not your dream girl, I am not your ride or die. Fuck what you expected, bitch, I'll stab you in the eye.
Who want the smoke? I get nasty. I play game, jigsaw, slap happy. Can't date my race, smoke up daddy. Spit up blood all on my ass. She paint my face Ronald, I'm wacky. Eat me up like meal, I'm happy. Beat me up, I'm in the backseat. Killer clowns and cotton candy.
I'm baby, yellow light, I'm embarrassed. Feel like a psycho clown. Make it run, I make it embarrassed. Feel like I'm petty, watch my players, so he kissing their parents. Kill him a fuck boy, throw a body, I'll make your parents live. Now you gotta die, now you gotta die, bitch. Fuck you, I wanna dirty snitch. Fuck you, bloody bandages. Fuck say, what the fuck is this? I'm so fucking mutated. Kiss my ass and suck my dick. I'm fucking irritated. Hop up in our clown car, we're going for a ride. Your dead body in the rear view, we're insane like you described. I am not your dream girl, I am not your ride or die. Fuck what you expected, bitch, I'll stab you in the eye.
Damn, Jay's wild.
Hey, ain't nobody cheating on me, it is just guaranteed I'm gon' hop on and kill it reverse. Usalo evaporate to the apple, I lay them all down while I still in this curse. Creeping through shadows, I'm all out of ammo, the closest you'll get to me is on a shirt. I stay on the highest of towers with all of this power, don't make me start going berserk. The gates of hell has been opened, the stench of death got me choking. Had to go hit up this witch, I heard that hoe stay with that potion. I get so numb to my feelings, don't like portraying emotion. Now watch me sink in my veins, venom I got oh so potent. Mentally so disturbed, I be so down with the sickness. Don't give a fuck what you heard, that nigga gloom way too vicious. So paralyzed in my mind, visions I get too malicious. Come in this doom and you'll find who all I scratch off my hit list. Cause nigga my job description, split legs and salon detention. Don't step too close, better hope that God is with him. Maybe if I got a problem with it, put a knife in his throat. I got all The shit was not part of the plan. Discovered the body and left the hair there with a note.
Cause all I do is wreak havoc. You say I'm living in madness. Feels like my soul just gets colder. I can't escape from the blackness. I'm in a den with the cobras. What's right can make this so tragic? Deep in the crypt with these demons to take your life look like magic. Boom.
Yeah, I get the full screen. Whoop whoop. Much love to Gloom. Shout out to Gloom. I was in that music video. That was at Juggle Ohio 4. Here's the thing. When you watch that music video, you see Gloom with the short sleeve and shorts on. You're like, man, what was the temperature like there? It was like 30 freaking degrees, 40 degrees. And here me and fucking Gloom wearing no other fucking protection. We were just rocking out with short sleeve and shorts. That was an awesome shoot. Shout out to Gloom. Can't wait to hear more. But welcome to another edition of Whoops Up, Whoops Down, the Juggalo movie podcast, or whatever the fuck I want to call it today. But today we have a special guest. I'm gonna bring my homie in, Geeklygoth, as we talk about some anime. We were sitting there on Juggle Ohio 4, and we were talking about a little bit about anime because every time I see a picture of Geeklygoth's Instagram, manga's fucking galore. So I knew this person was an anime fan. I'm like, hey, let's watch Paprika. And their eyes got huge. So I was like, bet. And, before we get to that portion of the show, right, I was supposed to do a House of a Thousand Corpse podcast with somebody. That got moved to the first week of May. May 8th is when that is. So that show's still coming. It just had to be postponed. With Little Filth, me and Little Filth are going to talk about Houses of a Thousand Corpse on May 8th, right? And then I have Gracie coming in on the 29th of April this month, and we're talking about Heath Ledger's last film. And then not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, I actually think it's next Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm bringing Humble Among back in, and we're going to do something different. What I mean different is that there ain't no movie. We're going to be just this one movie. I'm just bringing Humble in, and we just going to bullshit. Talk about what we've been watching. Because I've actually been watching a lot of other stuff that I haven't been able to talk about. So I'm bringing Humble in, and we're going to talk about shit that we've been watching, like Neighbors. I've seen Hoppers. I've seen the drama. I've been watching some reality television. So that's going to be a little fun. So let's bring my special guest. Let's talk about Paprika. Because this movie's fucking awesome, and I can't wait to talk about it. Oh, there you go. I was wondering when you're going to fix that camera. All right, let's bring her in. Let's everybody get a whoop whoop to Geeklygoth out of the stage. What's up?
Whoop whoop. What's up, y'all? Is my mic working?
It's
I have
perfect.
Okay, cool. I have my earbuds in because I wasn't sure how we were going to do this.
Love that.
Yeah. So yes, my giant wall of manga.
There's just certain mangas I still want to collect. I still read. I'm still trying to get through Jujutsu Kaisen, but I read through the Shonen Jump app on my phone and just read through it. But when I was at the library a lot, that's what I was getting mangas. That's how I read Death Note. I was just like, get it from the library, just fucking reading that. That's a good series. Never watched the anime. I never seen the anime.
Anime's worth it, and the anime actually follows the manga pretty closely to where it's accurate to it, and there isn't too much extra EP, OVA, etc. to it, where they're go off the fucking walls, like with Black Butler, where you have 4 extra seasons of shit, and then we did it all out of order because we wanted to include the circus season after the fact, but whatever.
Shit. That's crazy. I've heard of Black Butler. I've been talking about it before, but how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I woke up about hour and a half ago. So I got home. I had a show last night, so I got home around like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then didn't fall asleep for another couple hours after that. So, but we good.
That's pretty good. I watched Paprika yesterday afternoon.
Okay. Same,
And
actually.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I actually saw Paprika when I was in film school. I think we was in
Ooh.
yeah, so that's a lot of my introduction to a lot of certain films, genres and stuff like that happened through film school. And I think I was doing an animation class and it was like, here, watch this. And I was watching this, I'm like, wow, so this is where Inception got its idea from. That's where I came out. I'm like, wow, like I'm glad I watched the film because like Inception just took it.
Yeah, like I remember when Inception came out. So I'm not the biggest movie buff, but so I haven't officially ever seen Inception, but my roommate at the time was absolutely obsessed with everything Chris Nolan. So that was one of the movies that got played on repeat in our dorm.
Well, it was his film right after Dark Knight, and Dark Knight is like was claimed to fame, not claimed to fame, but like everybody puts him up on this pedestal ever since Dark Knight. So like Inception was like that, and I remember when Tenet was supposed to come out, I was excited for that, and then COVID happened. Yeah. Tenet was supposed to be the next Inception. I never seen that movie because it was during COVID, but people didn't say like, "Oh, it's not good." I'm like, "Oh, that sucks."
COVID ruined a lot of things, mostly movies.
Yeah. But, I actually enjoyed COVID a lot during watching movies because my ex worked at a movie theater and they were open and they were showing old movies. They were showing old movies. So I got to see Return of the King, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King on IMAX. Nightmare on Elm Street they put out back out. Drive-in movie theaters were dope too. They were playing older films. I'm like, why ain't there more of this?
Yeah, we have a drive-in about maybe 15 minutes from me. So we'll usually go there over the summer and just have like a drive-in day. It's great times, honestly. Last year we went and we saw, it was Weapons and Together. That was the double feature they were doing.
I still need to see Weapons.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, they won an Oscar for a performance and they're spinning that character off. Hey, what's up?
Fair. I just for me, Weapons watching is like, okay, so it's just a witch story. And I didn't like how it was written. I didn't like how it was written, basically, is what it boils down to.
Hey, sometimes you can disagree with the writing and stuff like that. Like there's certain issues I have with the writings and stuff. A lot of stuff I'm just like, it was good looking at it, but the plot. What's the plot?
Yeah, the visuals are great. The plot itself, I was like, oh, we're okay. I'm gonna do my best, guys. It's like I'm gonna do my best to follow it. Now we have a machine gun floating in the sky. Great.
Great. I haven't seen it. I'm still wanting to see it. Sometimes when I'm a big movie theater guy, like going into a theater and seeing movies for the first time, especially because streaming services do ads now. They just do ads in the middle of the fucking movie. I would be okay with ads before the movie so that I can watch the movie. When I was watching One Battle on Another, it was just like ads in the middle of the fucking movie. That movie's already 3 hours long, and then you add the fucking ads in. I'm just like, and that movie had a lot of good pacing, and you kind of felt anxiety a little bit, but the ads cut off, and I'm just like, whoa. So when I decided to watch Paprika again, I'm like, I'm just gonna rent it from Amazon. I'm just gonna pay the $3 so I can watch this hour-and-a-half movie.
Yeah, that's what I did. I had Amazon points, and I was like, we're using those.
There's a library nearby my house, and I was telling my mom, I was like, we're just gonna have to go to the library, and I'm just gonna have to start renting these movies out and for free because like I can't deal with this anymore.
That's how I saw a lot of movies in high school. It was like just going to the library because shit, I didn't have money.
Here's the thing,
still don't have money.
The whole appeal of streaming service was like you have access to these movies and don't have to watch ad or commercials. And now it's just like, hey, fuck you. You want better stuff. We're gonna put ads.
You might as well just get Tubi.
You gotta pay a premium. Like I'm not paying $20. I would do for HBO Max. I would pay that extra money.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of great stuff on HBO Max, but
yeah, we have a Die Hard series that we watch not like all the time. If you've ever seen Dragula, it's an alternative, mainly horror drag competition show.
You take RuPaul's Drag Race and add a little horror theme to it.
horror and fear factor.
Yes.
Because there are exterminations for the last final 2 contestants of each episode, and you could be buried alive. You could have to carry maggots from one side of a room to the other side using only your mouth. Yeah, it's great. There's one in season 4. One of the final looks before the last episode is everyone has to do a Killer Clowns look.
No.
So I definitely recommend. There is a candy corn clown that's amazing, and I have no notes. I love Dolly as a performer. They have very clown aesthetic for all of their drag, so definitely look up Dolly if you haven't.
more clown drag, you know.
Yeah.
So I think my brother was watching one season when he was living with me, and they're doing a lie detector test.
Yes.
And this guy, instead of saying that was a lie, he would go, that's a deception.
Yes.
Where I'd just be like, that's a deception.
That was season 2, the Cabin in the Woods episode.
You're like, I'm a super fan out there.
I fucking love Dragula. Like we watched that shit so many times. I couldn't tell you every single episode.
I have to say that I'm gonna admit it on this podcast that my guilty pleasure is RuPaul Drag Race. Like that is a guilty pleasure of mine.
Watch Dragula. Watch Dragula.
I love yes.
Like
Dragula,
everything.
RuPaul is, and I love the host. I love how they like almost like twins, just like, and they're sassy too. And then you got like it's the horror theme, and it's like I don't know. I love it. And then I know that I want to watch Traders as well, like because Traders on. Cause I have Peacock because I had to get it for the Super Bowl, and I'm like I never got rid of it. So I was like, we can watch Traders, because I heard that show's pretty good too. Okay, before we dive into to Paprika, what's your history with the film? Because like usually I have people come in and tell me their favorite movie. This is the one I picked for you. Like, I didn't talk about your favorite movie. We're just like we're doing Paprika, and it's just like okay.
All right, I'm good with that. But if we're talking about favorite movies, probably Avatar. James Cameron Avatar is probably one of my favorite movies.
That's your favorite movie?
Yes.
Comments and Fur Gully with blue cats.
Yes, but I got really moved by it, and I love the soundtrack, and it's like one of the first big movies that came out and like really was like moved me as a person when it came out. So it's always gonna have a Did
you see it in 3D?
I saw it in 3D IMAX in Japan.
In Japan?
I was in Japan when it came out, so I got to see it in Japan. So yes. So
I actually saw Avatar. I remember when it came out. I saw it in theaters in 2009.
Yeah.
And I remember going to see it in 3D. I was like, that was probably the best 3D experience I've ever had. It was more about depth. It was more about, because some 3Ds like they want to put things in the face.
Yeah.
It was more about like entrenching you in Pandora, and I loved it to the point where I would only see that movie in 3D. Like if they have a re-release in 3D, oh yeah, I'm going to go see that again.
Same.
Nah, I don't want to watch it at home. Heck no. No. It doesn't feel the same. So Avatar 2 came out. I saw it in theaters, and I was like, wow, that was probably the best 3D water experience I've been. And I didn't see Fire and Ash. I was just kind of like,
I haven't seen it either. The third one I have not seen yet either.
Avatar 2 is so long. And then it kept repeating shit to the point where one character's like, we're captured again. I'm like, thank you. I'm saying the same thing, James Cameron. I'm saying the same things.
I mean, he's
getting another one. I'm like, Lee, they're gonna
There's 5. There's gonna be 5. It's a syntat. I was good with 3, but now we're doing 5. Like, okay.
And, what's funny because they're kind of doing the Avatar: The Last Airbender elements we had. Grass, we had water, fire. What's the next one gonna be? Air? Like, come on.
Probably planes. I really wanted to go to the planes. I've been wanting a planes movie of Pandora since we first saw like the clip of the planes in the first movie. So I really want to explore that area of the world personally. But
that's pretty cool. Oh, cool. Okay, so what was your gateway anime? Like, because I grew up in a time, I'm a 90s baby. So I remember when anime first like entered our zeitgeist, like with Dragon Ball, Pokemon, Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
Zoids, fucking like Toonami, just that
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Toonami, like Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, I would get up early on Saturdays to watch Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, all that stuff. Like, and to find out there was I didn't discover manga until middle school. That's when I was like,
Same.
what? There's a book of this shit?
Same. That was when I found manga. My first anime though was probably My Neighbor Totoro. As like a little kid, my grandma had it on like the old VHS, and I fought hard to make sure we got that when she died. But like the old VHS where you had to open it, and then I loved My Neighbor Totoro, and it got me like just wanting more anime as a kid, but it wasn't anywhere I really had access to. Like we grew up in the country, no cable. We had like an antenna up and the channels that we could get with that. So Saturday morning cartoons for me was like whatever we could find. It was mainly like one Saturday morning on 13, I think it was for us. But more often than not, we weren't home on Saturday mornings. My mom, I grew up homeschooled, so my mom signed us up for a lot of different shit. And Saturdays we would have music. So I took violin, my brother took cello, and we would be in the city taking music in Saturday mornings instead of home watching cartoons. Then we'd get home and watch like the VHS tape that we took of the cartoons. And now,
it's kind of funny that you said like the My Neighbor Totoro was your first gateway. Like Dragon Ball Z was mine, of course, but like super into it. Spirited Away. I love Spirited Away. I watched the tape of it, and it was around the time I discovered Adult Swim.
Yeah.
I remember watching. I don't even know why I was in third grade, and I was up way on Saturday.
If you were watching Adult Swim in third grade, yes.
Yeah. And then I think I watched Fooly Cooly, and it was the time where the Adult Swim was showing Fooly Cooly's 6-episode run,
right?
And it was there was the baseball episode, and there were certain things going on in that certain scenes. I was like, what? And there was a lot of sexuality in that one, to the point where I stood up all night to watch that episode again because Adult Swim would run it through. So I think if Fooly Cooly came on midnight, then at like 4 a.m, it would play again or something like that. So I stood up all night to watch it again. Then I got hooked on Inuyasha, so I would stay up and watch. It was Inuyasha before Fooly Cooly, so I would stay up all night to watch Inuyasha, and then Fooly Cooly. And then when Fooly Cooly got out and they put another anime, and I would just go to bed after Inuyasha. I was like, oh, Inuyasha, yeah, I'm going to bed. But I just love anime. There's something about it. I've now become a subtitles hoe. Like
I've only done subs. Personally, I've only done subs. I've never liked dubs. That's not been my thing. When I started getting more into it in middle school, I started with like you at my library. I found manga, and it was Marmalade Boy, and trying to reread that. Like, it is a shoujo manga. It's about 8 volumes. Basically, her parents are having like a vacation, and then they run into old college friends of theirs, and then they come back and announce that they're getting a divorce and getting married to each other. Okay. So shoujo shenanigans begins. Because
I lived with my brother. My brother lived with me when he was transitioning. He was really into anime, and he was talking about Princess Jellyfish, and
I love Princess Jellyfish. I own it on DVD, actually.
It's
one of the few I own.
I forgot which anime we were watching. It was about this like the world was anti-filth. Like you couldn't say anything filthy, but there was this crusade character that wore panties on her head that would say that it's the tremendous filth. We watched that together, and I was like, that is interesting.
I know which one you're talking about, and I know someone who cosplayed from it. I never watched it though, but I know exactly what anime you're talking about.
There's a scene where the girl used her juices to make cookies.
Yep.
And I was just like,
I just
what? Anime. And so when I watch anime movies, I have an understanding that the ending is going to do some shit where I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And this movie does fall that line. I call it anime shit. The ending's just going to do some anime shit. You just got to go with it or not. And so now I think we're primed. We got a lot of anime talk here. Let's go ahead and show little snippets of Paprika here so that people can understand how crazy this movie is.
I love this anime though so much.
I know. You know what? And then I know that this is a certain director who made other films. Like I always want to see Tokyo Godfather, which
yes, you should.
It does show up in the movie.
Yes. Perfect Blue is another film that he did, which is also absolutely amazing. And I suggest it to anybody as it's very much about mental health for that one.
This one's about trauma and how in with using with dreams with trauma and stuff like that, which I found very interesting. 2006. So this is 3 years prior to Inception. So these characters, I just love this idea of using dreams as a way of figuring out your past traumas.
And then working through it as a therapy, because let's be honest, most trauma does come out when you're sleeping and your brain's trying to process it, but you aren't able to process it yourself yet. And I think it's a great idea in theory, and then we see how terribly wrong it could go.
Oh yeah, I mean,
as the movie progresses.
I just see these images, you're just like, what the fuck? You're like the first portion about how using dreams for psychoanalyzing and stuff like that's like that's the cop storyline, but there's this whole other storyline that we focus more on about this conspiracy about a person using this technology to plant ideas for a sense of terrorism and stuff like that. Like, and that was a Dragon Ball reference right there. Was a son. It was like that happens in the beginning where the detective has all these characters running at him with his face on them. That's crazy. Like this film, like it starts out slow. I would say
it does. It does. It takes a little while to get into it, and then how psychedelic and dreamlike it gets makes you it's definitely a film that you have to watch more than once in order to like understand where it's going and what's happening fully, because the first time you're watching it you won't. It's so difficult to follow. It's literally like you have a dream, you wake up and you're trying to remember what that dream is. And you can't quite fully get there with everything that happens. That's what watching it through the first time is like for me.
Oh yeah. It does feel, because you're just like, there's a lot of ideas going around. But this is the second time I've seen the movie.
Yeah, same.
And knowing where it goes now, I was able to piece them like, oh, okay. So there's certain things that happens when the devices are stolen. I noticed that the first 30 minutes is setting up the devices and making sure that you understand this technology a little bit. Because when we get to the second half, when shit starts getting crazy, when the parade starts coming, and how
the death parade. So I absolutely love the death parade. It's one of my favorite scenes in anime. Like how all of the characters coming in, and it's always the mailbox leading the toaster, and the music behind it. It's one of those things that made me want to watch Paprika in the first place, is seeing those still images of that parade. I was like, I have to see this anime.
Oh yeah, I think the parade is something that when I think of Paprika, I think of the parade, the death parade.
Exactly.
How enjoyable it is, and how like the scene where we're with the cop and he's going over his movie, and then the fucking death parade just comes in. Just right. It comes in, and just like how you think you were safe in your dream, and all of a sudden this idea, the subconscious, is being planted in you without you even knowing, and all of a sudden, blah, 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 and you're just like, whoa. And I just liked, so the first half is really focusing on, when we first
therapy.
The beginning of the movie is when you're just the detective and Paprika and going through dreams, and kind of like this is what the idea of the machine is for. This is what they're thinking. hey, we want to help understand the human mind. There's a portion of the human mind we don't understand because when we're dreaming, because it's like we get a lot of images, so a lot of the subconscious that happens in there. So the first, like, I would say 10 minutes, we're discovering this dream world with Paprika. It's when we were introduced to Paprika as well. And just seeing how crazy dreams go and REM sleep and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get out of that scene, that's when we start hitting the technology. And that's when the mystery starts going fast. Like, hey, somebody stole 3 machines, like 3 of these like little like
ear head devices.
And
dream scanners.
Brain scanners. And then because of this, the technology is so new that somebody can like make you dream without you knowing it. Like you could be awake and you need a dream.
That was like the part of it that's like being able to dream while you're asleep. And that's the part that for me is like, that feels like something that if it did happen to you where it's like someone else's dream just suddenly is like you're in a dream world while you are waking, I would probably personally lose my shit.
This idea was kind of explored in Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Yes.
The Dream Master, where Alice could bring people into her dreams while they're awake kind of thing.
Yeah, and like that's what always gets me with like Freddy is like the idea that you're not even safe in your dreams, and that's something that you need. Like sleep is a thing that you 100% bodily need. It is like water, it's like air, you need to sleep. You take that ability away and you can absolutely fuck up a human. Like utterly fuck up a human to the point of unrecognizable.
Yeah, and just the way that this I love this idea where it's just like, man, if Freddy could do that, he would be a lot more scary where he can pull you into your, like you could be awake and all of a sudden you're dreaming. The fact that in the Nightmare on Elm Street you nod once, you're fucking dreaming. Like that's scary. Like, and then I love how it doesn't. But in the Nightmare on Elm Street, they kind of like make you believe that you're in the real world. Where in Paprika, you know you're in a dream when like your crazy shit's around. You're all of a sudden you're Tarzan. Then you're going into a fucking action thriller, and then you're trying to
romance,
which is Roman Holiday, which is I've seen Roman Holiday, which is like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
I've seen Roman Holiday once in college.
Oh no, I saw that. I did a film class in high school. They offered that.
Okay.
I fucking ate that shit up. And that was like the first time I saw Citizen Kane. There's a lot of times I saw like first time movies in there. They showed The Godfather, and I've seen The Godfather many times. So I was just like,
I've never seen it actually. That's
really
one of the. I have some really big movie gaps that Sam has been helping me fill out.
So we're introduced after we do with the dream sequence and stuff like that. We're actually meet with the lead, I would say, Dr. Chapa.
Yes.
Who kind of plays. Okay, how do you view Paprika in the film? Because Chapa is Paprika, but I would like argue that she is not Paprika. Like to me, like it's a system that's designed that the doctors can put her skin over them to like she's also her own entity because she shows up in they don't explain what Paprika is.
Yes.
You kind of have to figure it out.
Yeah, I see her as like the dream self of Chiba. Like that's how I see Paprika. It's that's how Chiba perceives herself in her own dreams. Like you might not necessarily perceive yourself the same as the rest of the world views you in your own head, especially in your own dreams. So that's how I view her coming out. Like the one time where she mouths off to Tokita in the lab when he's tinkering with stuff and she goes off on him. Like for me, that's Paprika coming through. So that's her own inner thoughts, her own inner person who is Paprika coming through and that little bit. So
but Paprika also like it's almost like she has her own person, like even with Chabad's like in Paprika, she's like almost a different personality, different of herself, where it's like we see many scenes of her looking in a mirror and there's Paprika. So it's like, is she? Or to me, it's because like we have those two butlers in the bar that Paprika always to me, those are dreamlike NPCs that are put in to protect the dream world.
Yes.
they come in the end where I'm like, all right, Paprika, because they want to use this as a psychology, and of course you don't want the doctor to be in the dream world as well, so you use this character Paprika as a way of like, hey, this is my world, I can help you here and stuff like that.
I can
So
see that.
that's because like it's almost like a skin because there's a scene
Yeah.
where one of the villains peel her out like.
Oh.
That's crazy. So it's like,
but body horror will always get me. I love
Yeah.
body horror, but it's one of the things that will always get me. Yeah.
So the creator of these DC minis,
Yes.
is this big guy, probably the biggest teddy bear boy you have ever seen.
I love him.
My partner was watching with me. It's like, and asked me if he was autistic, and I'm just like, I mean, I don't know because like this is before autism was like really known because 2006. I don't think we were. I don't. Autism is kind of a newer discussion talking about,
especially for Japan, where it wouldn't have really been like thought of really. Now he absolutely reads as autistic, like 100% reads as that.
Super smart, but sloppy, childlike, likes childlike things, and bro can eat. Like I can see it that he could be autistic because his special interest is eating food. Like
and robots. You can't forget the robots.
No, yeah. So like
Robot Dreamland.
So like the first when we going through them, we're meeting these characters. We're learning about the DC mini, and then we meet the chairman who's kind of like probably supplying the money.
Oh, I hate chairman.
Yeah, the chairman. It's like because like. They're like, oh man, these devices have been stolen. Let's not talk about the chairman, and the chairman's there. So so this time watching, I'm like, there you go, right then and there. Like he's already there because he's already done it. He's like, oh, we're gonna shut it down because he wants to be the keeper. It's almost like these millionaire people, rich people want to protect things and use it for their own personal gains, except for like this could be a free item. Right, that anybody can use. No, I want to be the dictator of it. I want to make sure that the sanctity of what dreams are. I'm like, bro, shut up. Like that's not what it is.
About human, it's like when he like the whole nature and science and humans trying to control science, like nature, like using science to control nature. I'm like, you're basically, I don't see it as science. I see it as using technology to control something that's natural. Personally, that's my.
We're using science I think we're using this. They're trying to use the science to better understand humanity.
Exactly, not control it, not to like form it into something and to put into a little box and say we understand it, but just to fully get a more encompassed view of it. Yes,
and. Where it's like, oh man, so when we really get into the mystery when we find out that what was it what's his name?
That's what I was trying to remember. That's what I was trying to remember. My brain keeps saying Tokita, but I know that's not right. I think it's like Takorita, maybe. I'm using my phone to film. Quite obviously, otherwise I would look this shit up.
Okay, so it's Totorio. Yeah.
Okay.
So him and Paprika go. He has this guy he works with Hishimuro, who are like, all right, they're thinking that he stole the device, so they're trying to investigate him because they're trying to figure out like which when and that's when we start seeing the parade.
Did you notice when they're going through his stuff? There's like they're looking through like the junk in his apartment, and one of the things that they pan over is a masculine muscle magazine. So we're basically trying to imply that he's gay. And that's that's the implication. And I'm like, so for me looking at it, I also have to wonder if we're trying to imply that the two of them would be like a couple as well as business partners. That's what my brain was wondering, is if that's why he's so concerned that Hiroma is out and not doing well, and why he's so certain that he wouldn't be the one to steal it.
Right. I mean, he's also the one that would know the technology the most. So who else would know about the technology and be able to and that's probably why he picked the dolls. It also tells
Right.
me that he probably is that because he's really into the dolls and that the even like the sequences are it's almost like the chairman is like putting it on Hirimo like, hey, this is what you should look at. Don't look at me. Look at this person over here.
Mm-hmm.
So we get
This
that
person
dream.
that's subversive in some way, therefore we can like shift the blame from who it actually is.
Oh yes, yes. And so the cop storyline is basically he's struggling through his personal demons that one of the doctors kind of like, hey, let me use this technology to figure it out. I actually like his storyline because it's basically about he wanted to be a film director and it didn't pan out because the person that he was doing it with he ended up dying. So and I feel like it's a loss of just the guilt of like not finishing something and like your friend going away. Like he had to go through because this movie moves fast. It moves fast.
It feels slow, but it's not. Like you have to once it actually gets going, if you're not paying attention, you can like look down, look up, be like, oh, I missed plot points.
You're powering a fucking dream again because it's like whoa.
Exactly.
Because it means like I said, the first half you have to have that establishment of what the fuck's going on. So when it goes into the craziness, like, or this is a dream, or this is being planted without his knowledge. Like the reason why Hirimo and Takaro or whatever his name is, the big guy, they go into a coma and their dream sequence, and they're in the parade. They're actually
right.
in the parade. So like, oh shit. Just showing the dangers of this technology that you could, like, if in the wrong hands, you could really fuck somebody's shit up. You can put them in a coma. You can put them in this endless death parade kind of thing, where it's like, it's crazy.
That idea has been taken by a lot of different anime since then, and it's been incorporated in like, oh my god, so many things. If you've ever seen 18 If, it has a similar idea where you're going into dreams and trying to wake people up that are in comas, being stuck in a dream. Say in other ones there'll be what is it? I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's one I watched. It's a chaos something, but he is in a dream. He's sleeping through most of it, and then the end of it is finding out that he's been projecting all of his dream onto reality. And it's the idea that Paprika brings forward with dreams, and it gets taken so many places after that, just exploring it. And it's such an influential film.
Yeah, especially when we get to the ending when the dreams and the reality like mix in.
Yes.
You tell it like, well, are we in a dream right now? Like, no, this is actually like happening right now. And then the fact that Paprika even comes into reality. That's what you want to argue, like, well, Chiba is not actually is Paprika. Like Paprika can be her own like thing, because it's like, how can she be out in this world if Chiba is also in reality?
That's what that's why I really think it is the same person, but the two sides, because in Japanese culture, you have the two faces. So you have your you have your social face and you have your inner face. And to me, that feels like her inner face was coming out because the dream world was coming out. So it's everything that's inside of your brain, inside of you, was coming out into reality. So that's why for me it feels like that's more of who it is, because Paprika doesn't ever get far from Chiba. Like she usually stays like right with her for the most part.
Yeah,
most part.
I thought there was a line where the doctor took control of it, but I was probably mistaken when she became a Tinkerbell, because there is a moment where in the dream sequence, like Paprika even like there's a play on time in the dream too, where she sees herself as Son Kun,
Son Goku! I love that scene.
It's from the Journey of the West that Goku is based on. I'm like, oh, that's cute. I love that. We get a sequence where Paprika is the doll, but also sees her past self too. So it's like, all right, it plays a lot with that, where like you could theorize a lot, because the film does a lot with telling you the story, but leaving mysteries where you can pick up on your own and stuff like that.
For that, to me, it feels like how sometimes you dream of the future. So I felt like the Son Goku dream was a prophetic dream of what was to come. And then we get to where the future is the present. So those two dreams were colliding in that moment.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that. That's why I like a movie that doesn't over explain. They just kind of leave me up to interpretation. And you know what? With dreams, it's up to the interpretation anyway. It's like it can be seen in multiple ways and stuff like that. And I find it interesting that the villain of this is the chairman, and he's the guy who's in a wheelchair. And he's almost using this technology to feel like he can walk again. Like he is addicted to this dream world, and that's why he wants to protect it for himself, because he wants to feel adequate again. Like he feels inadequate in this reality because like I'm in a chair. So like he's able to harness this dream and like, look, I'm walking again. Look at me, I'm walking around. And the reveal of Hiroshima being the empty shell and the trees coming out, and you see the fucking chairman's head in the like the Zelda tree from Ocarina of Time is fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh man.
All the Junji Ito inspiration. Oh no, that last scene where it's all like falling apart around him too. It feels like the culmination of his greed coming to its ultimate fruition. And it's something that like he's like it's the idea that you work so hard to something, but when you know you're not doing it correctly, and when you know that in what you're doing, you're just fucking up your own karma, like it's gonna come back to bite you. It doesn't matter how far you got with it. If you did it shitty, that shit's gonna come back.
Yeah, and the other doctor who sided with the chairman's like, look, I wish I was so great. He's so jealous of these two people because no matter how hard he tries, he's still not as great as them. And I'm thinking like, bro, but you're not thinking about all the work you are doing and appreciate the work you're doing, because like they couldn't do all this stuff without a person like you. And then all you're doing is being the chairman's lackey at the end of the day. Like no matter what, you're still gonna be a lackey because you chose to sell out. Exactly.
Yeah, it's like he is putting in the work, but for a shitty reason. So it's like that shit's gonna come back to get you in the end.
Yeah, because you fall in love with a woman that you can't have. I'm just like, bro, like, come on. And it felt like the detective was more in love with Paprika. He's like, oh man,
absolutely was in love with her. Like the entire time when he first comes in and sees her outside of the dream world in that first scene, and it's like, are you talking to me or are you talking to him? Because it's like you're not like just constantly staring at her while he's answering questions. It's like, she's not saying a damn thing, dude. Just leave her the fuck alone. Goddamn.
The detective was sitting there in the room talking to the doctor friend, and then Shabbat comes in and he clocked it. You can tell he's looking at her hard, like, I think I know her. And it's like, oh, because that's who Paprika is. And like, oh. And when the doctor even gets control of it, when like we can see like in reality, you can get captured by the death parade, and all of a sudden you're saying things almost saluting Nazi style kind of thing, like being brainwashed and jumping off windows stuff.
So what that salute is, it's like a good luck banzai type thing in Japanese culture. So that's what they're doing. It's more like around like traditional, like it'll be in parades, you'll see it happen, or when we're doing like good luck for the company. That's what that is.
Right, but in some cases it does kind of look.
It does look a lot like it. I will agree.
Well, it kind of is like the fascist idea of like a person having control of all these things and stuff like that, and then people falling in line and everything. That I mean, a death march. I mean, fascism is kind of like a death march.
It is.
So
stormtroopers.
Yeah. So, seeing the dangers of it in that beginning, where one of the doctors get control, like gets the thing planted, and they're able to look. I mean, she's able to look inside of his dreams, and you see it, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" So to see that thing recurring, and then we see it in reality, and it's changing people into other dreams. Like I love that the scene where the death parade comes into reality and we see the people change into it. Like and
of course it's in Shibuya. It's always in Shibuya. It always happens in Shibuya.
Yeah, and then I mean, it's a beautiful looking city, you know.
It is. It's a very busy part of Tokyo.
I think they have to kind of do it because this film, like we saw in the trailer, that it went to Venice, it went to film festivals and stuff like that. You have to show something recognizable to a longer audience, to a wider audience. And I feel like this film, just like some of the Korean films I watch, they do a good job with, staying true to themselves, but yet hitting ideas and concept that everybody can understand. Where there isn't really, you're telling me a lot of cultural stuff in the background, like that makes more sense, but I'm able to pick up things on my own just by my knowledge, even though I have not as much of a big commitment to anime that you do, but I'm able to pick up some cultural stuff,
Yeah, it's that that's what I do like about anime is they know where a lot of creators know what locations are iconic and what automatically is going to read as Japan or this area, and they're able to use that as their cues to be like, here's what's happening. And if you know it, then you know it. But if otherwise, you can recognize it, and you can recognize it as, oh, I know this is Tokyo. I know this is Nara. I know this is supposed to be in Okinawa, something or whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, Kyoto.
Yeah. Kyoto is beautiful. I prefer Nara. Nara's right next to Kyoto. It's this little island. I could go into Japanese history further. I was deeply obsessed with Japan for quite a number of years of my life.
Japan is the one country I want to visit for sure. That's
you should.
I need to.
You should.
I love the
and
food.
Definitely.
Sushi's my favorite. I love sushi. I had ramen for the first time, like Japanese ramen. Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that they make it. I've had fucking ramen, right?
Okay, I was gonna say if you haven't even had Maruchan.
I've had that, but there's a certain way to do it. I don't even keep the broth. I just make the noodles with the thing and add shit to it. But to actually have the pork belly, the fish chip, all that was delicious. And and there's actually down the street from my house in Cincinnati, there's plenty of Japanese spots here.
Yeah, we have so much. For us, we have a lot of hibachi in my area. We have a lot of ramen. There's a couple sushi places. We have a couple places that have the revolving sushi too.
Oh, we have that too. Kawa. It's kawa here. I love it.
Ours is umai. The one thing that I really want to come over in my area but isn't here yet is okonomiyaki. I love okonomiyaki. It's this cabbage pancake thing where traditionally you'll also have a couple pieces of bacon in it. There might be some shrimp in it. Then you cover it with Japanese style barbecue sauce and then Kewpie mayo, go crisscross with it. You have it with a fried yakisoba. Absolutely fucking delicious. One of my favorite meals.
So of course I'm into Dragon Ball, and I know that there's certain arcade games that are only in Japan. I'm like,
pachinko.
Just bring it. Kill here. I mean, come on, bring that fucking arcade game here. We have retro games all the time. When I go to so many.
There's I can't remember what district it was. It's in Tokyo though. It's part of the electronics district, and we went there. So I've been to Japan twice. The second time I went was at the end of college, and we did a 2-week in Japan type of deal. And we went to the electronics section, and we had choices where we could go a couple different places. One of them was an arcade that only had games from the 80s. It was only cabinets from the 80s. And I opted to go cosplay because that's my nerddom. I was a cosplay nerd at the time. I also got so many secondhand clothes when we went to shopping districts and stuff because it's secondhand in Japan is amazing. You can go to any secondhand store and it's you're getting something completely brand new, but a third of the cost. Love it.
There's some the statue stuff, the collectible statues they have in Japan.
Yes.
Dragon Ball stuff I want, and I know that it's big in wrestling. Japan love wrestling over there. I kind of want to check out little stuff like that. I got into wrestling. I was watching New Japan Pro Wrestling for a little bit too.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I love hearing the announcers do it. So they're just like,
Yeah.
And then
yes, Japanese announcing is its own art form. It is its own art form.
I was watching Toxic Avenger 2 with Humble, and then like the whole plot line is when Toxie goes to Japan, and I'm like, I looked at the scenes, I'm like, no, they're actually in Japan. Like I've seen so many stuff in Japan now. I'm like, nope, they're for real.
Yeah, they're there. Oh,
and
yeah.
the announcers, the way like the radio people were, I'm like, yeah, this is like very authentic. Where I love this scene. I don't know what it does with the movie. Like, and honestly, like it should.
Who cares? It's amazing.
Amazing to be able to do this. Okay, so let's wrap up with Paprika a little bit because I think we talked how much we can. The movie's only an hour and a half. It's a
tight 90. Tight 90. Not going to eat up your day. Might eat up your day if you have to go back and rewatch it a couple times to understand what you just watched. But beyond that, tight 90.
If you like Inception, I'm like, you're gonna like this movie because this is where the idea came from. Like, honestly,
absolutely. I prefer it. I prefer the Paprika version, honestly, to the Inception version too, because I like. Yeah, it is. But I like how they use the technology differently, and I like how it's like the design and the form of it.
It's like
compared to
you're going with a dream. I'm like, this is getting kind of crazy. And there's a point in the Inception where you're like, this is a no and no. Like you're in the dream for so long. I'm just like, whoa.
It's like okay, okay, Christopher Nolan. Okay, I got you. We could cut this back maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. I want to ask you some Juggalo questions too, and we've been talking about anime and stuff like that.
Yes.
And, so what would you rate in my whoops up, whoops down thing? How would you? Whoops up means you loved it. Whoops down, you hate it. Double whoops up. Double recommend. You know, you whoops up.
Double whoops up. The whole way. Watch Paprika. Watch Perfect Blue. Like you will thank yourself. And watch it stoned.
we were smoking a blunt while watching Paprika, so that was pretty good. Perfect Blue's on the list. Tokyo Godfather is on my list.
Oh, so good. Tokyo Godfather.
I love this. I like this director's work from Paprika that I'm willing to go. Knowing that this is his last film, that I want to go back.
I will say with Perfect Blue though, if you're gonna watch it with your girl, I will say trigger warning for sexual abuse in it. There's a really big trigger warning for Perfect Blue, but it's also a key plot point in the entire movie. But that's my warning for Perfect Blue.
So when it comes to Paprika, it's a 90 minutes fun film. The animation is beautiful. I love the story. It's a solid what's up. I mean, like anime movies, if it's your thing, it's great. And it can be a gateway too. So like you can gateway it. You love it, like, oh, I love this, and then gateway your wealth to other things as well. Because I know I talked to Devereaux about Dragon Ball. I'm like, all right, that could be a gateway there too. Because like, and watching it sub, it's just gonna give you a better understanding about
it does
like that. Like hearing the Japanese and stuff like that. It's just weird English, and they're like in Japan, they're saying Japanese words. I'm like,
me, watching it in a dub, I get a really big disconnect because I know they're trying to follow the mouth flaps. So in trying to follow those mouth flaps and trying to relay the same message, that's how we're eating jelly donuts.
There's a cultural aspect that's different because the big guy kept calling Chiba Achan, which for us is like, what is that big deal? I'm like, well, in Japan, you call anybody a kun-chan, something like.
Yeah, it's closer. It's like a chan is what you would use for like a female friend more or someone that you're very close to. That's why I'm also like, they gay.
well, they get married at the end.
They do. That's true.
Yes, like
that's true.
Sends a letter to the police officer. He's like, hey, Chaban's name is now going to be this. And it's like, oh, they got married. Because I'm like, oh, I didn't see that one coming. Because like Guillermo was gay, and maybe he because he had a picture that was cut out of that dude's face, and he put it on the robot. So So it could be that he got rejected or knew that wasn't a thing for him or whatever. But solid whoops up. All right. Let's get some Juggalos.
Anyway, whoops up. Whoops up. Ignore my pontificating about things that my brain will forget like a sieve in 24 seconds.
All right. So how did you get introduced into the insane clown? How did you become a Juggalo? What was your Juggalo in story? Like,
so I was in high school and so even before that, I grew up in an area where there was a lot of ICP stuff around. Like I knew the Hatchet Man before I knew fully what ICP was. Like that, it was just around because we had so many people that were like scene style in middle school. Then in high school, a friend of mine who she was like, here, I think you're gonna fuck with this, gave me an earbud in the cafeteria, as you do. Yeah. And that's how I got introduced to ICP, because we were talking about like Hollywood Undead and other alternative bands and getting into stuff. And I think this was around the time where we were in between the pit, it was like Hell's Pit and the Calm. It was around that time that I was being introduced.
By the time this movie come out, 2006.
Yeah. So
the Tempest was 2007.
Yeah. So it was like that was more of like what she was introducing me to. And then 2 months later, I left for Japan.
What was that song? You remember that song that you listened to for the first time?
I cannot remember. It's so long ago at this point. But that was my first introduction. And then I got home and I wanted to download stuff. And we had dial-up. And I wasn't allowed to use the internet because my dad used the phone for his business. So I wasn't allowed to download anything if it was going to take more than, a couple of minutes. And ICP was going to take me about 2 weeks. So I was not allowed to download it. Go to Japan, come home. I go to college. After I graduate college, I meet Sam, and Sam's living with Juggalos at the time. And that's when I was fully brought into the carnival. That's when I was introduced to Twisted. That's when I started fully getting into everything clown. Tabitha, that was Sam's roommate at the time. She was doing a lot of duet stuff, or she was doing the Twisted, or she was doing ICP stuff for drag, because we were all drag kings. And it was that was how I started getting into it. I got really into Twisted for a long time. And that was mainly where I was staying for a few years. Then the pandemic hit and I wanted to get more. I wanted more jug shit in my life. And I started listening to ICP and getting really, really into ICP finally. And to where we were like, you know what? Let's go to the Gathering. So finally saw ICP live for the first time at the Gathering. Hi, Kitty. And that was Gathering of Dreams was my first time seeing them live.
That was my first one after, because that was my third Gathering.
Okay. Yeah, that was my very first one. And I was like, I'm home. I finally found my fucking home. I finally found where I feel free. I feel like I'm with people that I can trust, that love what's going on, that we love each other, that we care for each other, that it's the family that I was looking for without knowing I was looking for it. And here we are.
Okay, so what would you say your favorite ICP album is?
It changes. Right now, I've been bumping Riddlebox a lot. That's my top one right now. If you asked me a couple weeks ago, I was probably have said Yum Yum. Yum Yum was my album a few weeks ago. A few weeks before that, I was listening to a lot of Jekyll Brothers. So it depends on the time. Right now it's Riddlebox.
I was introduced to Riddlebox at a young age. My mom told me that she had the sampler in 1995.
Oh, wow. That's when my brother was born.
Yeah. So I don't really have... My memory goes to 99. That's when I remember listening to the Riddlebox and listening to Chicken Hunting and all the others, Cemetery Girl and stuff like that.
And that was when I was getting introduced to anime, honestly. That's when I was watching like Totoro and all like the little
I
kid
watched
stuff.
Pokemon at that time too. Was playing football like 1999.
Hell yeah!
Was like a formidable year in my life to the point where a lot of that stuff is still with me today, and it's like
right.
I'm gonna be 33 this year, and I'm thinking like, wow, like I still.
Oh, we're the same age.
Yeah. Pretty cool. Yeah, and I would say she only collected Riddle Box and Bazaar with the eyeballs, and that one for a long time. My favorite song was Mr. Happy. That was my favorite song for a long time was Mr. Happy, and then 2007 we got back into it. We got the Great Malenko, and that's the first time I got. My mom claimed that I've heard of Great Malenko. I'm like, Mom, I didn't hear Great Malenko until 2007. So when we listened to Great Malenko, that's when we got back like fully in. It was in middle school, 13 years old, 13. I was in that year where I was ready. So then like 2007, 2008, we were collecting again. Like that's the first time I listened to all 6 except for Hell's Pit. Hell's Pit was a one I didn't get into a long time. But I had all 6, listened to Tempest. I had the psychopathic videos, listened to other things, and like gotten the Family Underground DVD. I watched the shit ton like that. I watched The Gathering from that. That's how I was able to see that. And then so I was pretty pumped. I was prime ready for Bang Pow Boom. Like I was so excited, like, oh my god, I finally
such an amazing sorry, I love Bang Pow Boom always.
I listened to the sampler of Bang Pow Boom on W Fuck Off Radio when they did that. I used to be a watcher of W Fuck Off Radio. And then when they did the gatherings from 2009, I would wait till the gathering was going on and I would look at videos of the seminars or I would look at performances and I would watch those, and that's how I was able to digest the gathering and stuff like that. My first gathering was 2014, the first Legend Valley year. The first time they went to Legend Valley.
Yeah.
I only lasted 2 days. I was totally unprepared. My only judge. It was my first judge show was 2007 as well. We went to Hollow Wicked in Columbus, so my first time seeing ICP was that. But I didn't see ICP again until 2017 when they did Great Malenko.
Okay, yeah.
So so I saw the last performance of Dark Lotus when they hit. Yeah, so that was actually the first time I heard Dark Lotus that time. So. Yeah, so when I went to the Super Gathering, that's when I was like, I'm never going to miss one again until COVID happened. I missed 2021. I missed that one. And I've been going ever since. And I'm excited to be in Missouri. I'm excited for somewhere new. Like, I haven't been anywhere new.
Too. I'm excited for it to feel like a brand new gathering. Because I feel like that's what's gonna. It's gonna feel like it's brand new. So I'm really excited for that. I am not excited for the 15-hour drive I'm gonna have to do now.
I live in Ohio, so Legend Valley was like 2 hours away from me, where I would drive. Like, but this time, so this time I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna rent a car. I'm gonna rent a car. Yeah. So
that'll work.
6.5 hours for I think that's weird, Bob.
Yeah, we live in New York, so
8 hours
from New York to Ohio was 8 hours. New York to Missouri is gonna be 15 hours. I know I've mentioned this in chat. Basically, we in EC swapped our times.
Yeah. So, Humble gave me the idea when he went to Texas. He's like, I rented a car, so I put miles on my car. I'm like, So I looked at how much the pricing was. I'm like, this isn't bad. Like, and I'm gonna camp there. So like, the price for a hotel would be. I'm going to the rental car.
Yeah, we usually get small balls now because my parents we used to rent an RV, but my parents purchased a camper van for my aunt, so we take that now. And then Sam and I will usually stay in the camper van, and Owen Maisie will bring like all their camping stuff, and we'll fill up a small ball section like that. Oh. And then Sam has a Subaru, which is meant to be driven and used as like road trip car. So I want that's why I'm like, okay, so we're gonna take your car, we're gonna take the camper van. That way, if we need to go anywhere, the van stays there, and then we just take the Subaru out to like Walmart, wherever we need to go.
I don't think you're gonna be able to do it this time.
Probably not.
You're gonna go up nowhere. And like, I'm really excited for this year because I actually like have people I hang out with and camp with. So I'm like,
Which you're welcome to come to our spot. Seriously, like I know Maisie was talking about stuff, and you're more than welcome to come to our camp. I know we always have extra water. We always have extra liquid IV. We always have like bananas, food, whatever anybody needs. That's why we bring a camper, because we want to bring things to share with the homies.
Yeah, because like having Team UJ as my homies now and being part of that clique and being a ranger, I'm like, the last couple of years I've been camping with like near Sis, and that has been awesome. And I see Juno and all of them, and I was like, that's pretty cool. So we'll see what will this year bring. I know
it'll be different.
It will be different.
I'm kind of excited for it to feel more camping oriented, honestly, because it's more of a campground, and I was already getting like country camping vibes every time we go to the gathering. I'm like, it's just country camping, y'all, with better music. That's all it is. It's country camping with better music. But I'm excited for it to be full camping, less rocks.
So this is gonna feel like. Well, I went to Supa. Supa was huge. The Super gathering was fucking massive. And we had a camp and everything else. Anyway, it felt like I called it a journey to Mordor to get to the fucking walk. And watching the Cave and Rock gathering from the Family Underground, this place is going to have that feeling to me because like the person in the chat said, like, you know, Legend Valley was very small. They made it small for us because if you look at freaking the other shit,
Lost Lands,
it's fucking massive. So it's like it's
fucking gigantic. Like you can't even camp on those grounds because it's just filled. Like all the times I saw Humble's videos from it too, and then I had friends who went to Lost Lands last year, and I'm just like, yeah, it's the same area. It's completely fucking different though.
So I'm excited because there's a river. I'm like, oh, they're going to incorporate the river into this. Like, and there's going to be like swimming, and there's going to be. Like, I love how the theme is pirates. I'm like, ooh, I kind of like that. Like,
I'm excited. I have pirate shit already. I already got a hat. Like, I've got like pirate shit already. I'm like, I'm going to bring my pirate shit. I'm going to bring my fucking sword because I have a belly dance sword. I'm going to bring that shit. Like, I'm so fucking excited.
So. You do part of Juggalesque, and I would want Juggalesque to come back, especially if this pirate theme this year. Juggalesque has to come back
I want it to. Bridget wants to take a year off. She's got something in the works that we're going to be working on instead. She wants to take a year off. I would love to perform, but I'm gonna let Bridget take it because that it's her troop, and I'm not going to be the one to dictate it.
And like last year was a massive.
It was so much fun. I love it. I fucking love performing for Juggalos. Like, I love performing at the gathering, and I love it when it's all family in the audience. And it just, the energy is so different compared to like any of my other shows. It's just, it feels like otherworldly. That's the only word I can describe it. Like, it feels like you're entering a dream world, basically, and going along. Oh, now I see the chat. Hi.
Yeah. So I mean, like, and you know what? Because it's in Missouri, and I've already heard people that can't make it. That this one's a little smaller than it has been.
I think so.
But to me, that's perfect. Like, I know the people who are gonna be there, I'm gonna be hanging out with them anyway. So it's like it's just gonna feel a lot different, and you know what? I'm fine with it. Like, if we can go back to Legend Valley, like down the line, like we know that we're always welcome there. But it's like sometimes you need to do something different to keep it fresh, especially how the 25th was. Like, to go
25th was great until the last day.
Why is that? What happened on the last day?
I got hit by a can at Miss Juggalette.
Oh, you got hit with a can?
I got hit with a can because they changed where the seminar was to the second stage. So that's where the trash fight was. So all the trash was still there for Miss Juggalette.
Oh, okay. Yes, they were. I actually liked it. They did it in that bigger space to do the seminar because being in that little tent and it's smelling horrible.
Yeah.
It's so hot. Like, it's hard to do the ice.
That stage was fucking disgusting. Oh my god. Like, literally everything that was in that trash fight was being thrown on stage. Everything was. It was so fucking nasty. Like, I'm sorry. You had girls boofing fucking chicken feet because they were being thrown on stage. You think I'm joking? I'm not. Someone else also fucked a chicken foot because it was on stage.
Hey, I mean, the squid. The squid always makes a fucking appearance. I remember.
Yeah,
I remember at the Super Gathering, there was an ICP seminar, and we're waiting, and the trash fight happened, and like you're just like, who brought the squid? And the in the seminar, they end up doing dog beats. They came on stage and did dog beats, which I'm like, that's fresh. Like,
right.
Dog beats.
It's worth it, but it's like the trash fight's so fucking nasty. And the fact that like people will literally take their ground beef, leave it out on their fucking kitchen counter for 4 months just to bring it to the gathering for the trash fight. Like, okay, I get it. It's disgusting. It's gross. Like, do you want to pick that up? Really? Do you? Man, no, you're just gonna take the giant thing that's flinging like that.
I mean, the fact that, praise the Juggalette.
I have feelings.
Juggalette, I could tell. The girls were fucking boofing it. I'm just like, I watched Miss Juggalette pageant in 24, and that shit was insane. I was like, whoa. To the point where I was talking to, I don't know if you saw the Devereaux episode. Devereaux was talking about how that's his favorite shit to do is watching.
It's so much fun. He hated it last year because of how nasty it was. Like, I went to the back. I was like standing behind everyone. I just looked at him and he just looked at me and we're just like, the fuck is this shit? It was bad. I got a concussion from that.
Really?
Because I got hit in the head by a fucking can when I was done with my shit. Flicked them off because like I don't know who the fuck did that. Like, fuck, I'm done. I'm about to go off. Fuck you for that. But yeah, no, I got a concussion from that, and I was pretty much out for the rest of the night. Like, I was just like, I couldn't do anything. Yeah, no, I was
stale.
Fuck that last day. Fuck all the Jeffs that showed up for that last day.
Yeah. You know what? And possibly that this year, because it's not in Ohio, like you're gonna get a lot of people. A lot of them Jeffs who are just there to fuck shit up are probably not going to be there.
I'm hoping. That's honestly what I'm hoping for. I'm really hoping that by having it move, that it'll be harder for the Jeffs to get in, like to want to get there. It'll be harder for the gathering tourists to pop by. That's what I'm hoping too, is that by a different location will minimize that somewhat.
Harder to get to. It's way away from a civilization a little bit, and you're probably gonna get a lot of first years because if you ICP tour, it's just booked. It's they came
here last year when they were on tour because they were in Syracuse, and that sold out within like a week or two. And yeah, it was fucking love that show. That was a great fucking show. They had an outdoor outdoor venue here, so it felt like the gathering. It was great.
There's a new pavilion that was built. It's called Newport, but it's Cincinnati, but it's like nice. I walked in 30 minutes after opening doors, and it was already fucking packed. I was like, Jesus! I thought it was in 30 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, ours was it was at this bar called Sharky's, and they have their regular bar type of setup, but then on the side they have a barn where the sides of the barn can be lifted up.
Oh,
so
I've seen some videos from that.
Yeah, they had JCW there too, so they had like a JCW episode that was shot there, and it was like just all outside. It was fucking phenomenal. I loved it. It literally felt like we were in at the gathering because it was outside, that outside feel, and it was packed, but it didn't feel like it was packed.
Oh man, okay, so I'm worried about the phone reception because I have a partner who doesn't go to these things, like wants me to be in
Aw.
contact, so it's gonna be hard. And the fact that it's far
She's-
away, it
She's
could
welcome. She's welcome to come over to our spot too if she needs a place to get away from craziness.
I'm going alone because they're like,
Aw.
I don't do the heat. I don't do camping, and don't.
Aw.
I'm dating a non-juggalo, so it's just like, it's whatever. And you know what? I prefer going alone at this point. Last year's the first time I went alone, and I had the best time because I didn't have to worry about anybody else but me.
There you go.
Yeah, I didn't do any like drugs or anything. I think I barely smoked. I was up till 6 a.m. every night.
Yeah, just living life, just being a jug. Like that's why I love it so much because it's the most freeing feeling, the most freeing experience that you can do for yourself. That's what my promo is for the gathering. The most freeing experience that you will ever have.
ever have. There's nothing
ever. Like any other festival can try to do what the gathering does, but I think the gathering is probably the closest that you would get to the original Woodstock vibes.
Yes,
quite honestly.
Actually, I think this one you're going to get more of the Woodstock vibe because it's in a camping site. In the
I'm
river.
so excited.
The fact that if it's going to be too hot, we can just jump in the river.
I'm going to get a little gay on you right now. So there's another, it's just a touch. There's another drag competition show called Camp Wanakiki. Okay. And it's a campy drag one, so it's trying to be funny, and they're also at a summer camp.
Oh, okay.
And when we were first watching the drone footage, I'm just like, I was like, "Is that Camp Wanakiki?" And we were like, "That." Like, no, it was in Wisconsin that they were doing it, but still, I'm like, I was like, I'm gonna have my Juggle Camp Wanakiki experience. Fuck yeah!
That's pretty cool. We were in the movie theaters to watch the drama with Robert Pattinson. Yeah. And they actually showed a trailer for a RuPaul movie, and we looked at each other and were like, "Are we gonna go see that?"
Personally, that sounds like something I'm gonna wait for streaming probably to see.
I have an AMC movie pass, so I might for it. But
I've thought about getting though. I thought about getting it, but I was like, I don't.
The A list is 4 movies a week.
Yeah. That's what I was like. I feel like I would not be able to keep up with that. And that the want to get my money's worth out of it would.
I get my money. You can.
Yeah,
you can use.
I have so much going on.
Like I already got my Mandalorian tickets taken care of. The Mandalorian guy. So like you can reserve movie tickets ahead. So when
Doomsday
comes out, I'll be able to have my tickets locked in for that day because but it's really good time. All right, let's and it was great seeing you at Juggalo Ohio 4 and hanging out with you
too, man. It was fucking awesome. Like we were together most of the time in the crowd too. Like
and you saw
that was fucking dope.
Saw how cool I was.
Hey, you know what? We were all jugging. We were all living life. We were all having our fucking amazing time at Juggalo Ohio. We were doing the thing.
I mean, that's like it's me in my natural state, honestly. Like I could be at a show.
It is
just singing ICP and my voice being gone, and that I actually enjoyed going to Juggalo Ohio. It does feel like a quick, fast gathering.
For me, it feels like the gathering is an apple. Juggalo Ohio is the core of that apple.
Ooh,
that's what it feels like.
Ooh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. I could talk to you for a while, but we'll probably have to talk more about an anime movie. Maybe when I watch Perfect Blue, I'll get you back on. We talk about Perfect Blue.
Okay, I could wax rhapsodic about Perfect Blue, and I have other series I have since compared to Perfect Blue. Like Not Your Idol has such Perfect Blue like ties to it, and that's a manga that has not been finished. That's like the most modern manga I have that has not been finished in English. I absolutely hate that still happens to manga. I have so many series that they just got dropped in English and they never got picked up again. It fucking pisses me off, but beside the point.
The most recent manga I read and caught up to is Donda, and to the point where now it's on a May hiatus a little bit. I'm like, oh, this is good. I love Donda. Yeah, and I know Jujutsu Kaisen's done, so I'm trying to get through that so I can go to the next one. We're watching Food Wars right now.
Food Wars is amazing.
Yeah.
I love Food Wars. That last season is a piece of shit. Don't watch the last season. The last season's crap.
Oh no, because I'm on the 4th season.
Oh no.
So, and I'm a completist, so I am actually gonna finish that season.
I understand. I understand the completionist methodology.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last season is trash. It's such hard trash, and it's just an OVA season. It has nothing to do with the rest of the series. There's characters that we make just for the OVA, and it's so obvious that they're just anime characters, that they have no ties to what the actual series is. And
what does the manga end?
The manga is one that I have to buy, that I have to get into still, because that was one of the ones that I watched first. So I'm not sure where the manga ends.
I have it queued up.
Yes.
I'm gonna read it because I love Soma, and I loved all the characters and stuff like that. I had to buy season 2. It was nowhere near in streaming series. So I'm the proud owner of season 2, which is a which is a tournament arc. I love tournament arcs.
It's a great arc. Yeah, that's what the last season is. It's a tournament, but it's not a good turn. It's not a good tournament.
Oh, okay. I'm different. All right. Where can people find you? I put your IG in the description because I know that you do a lot of burlesque stuff on your Instagram.
I do.
So my favorite thing, a little series that you're doing, is flavor bong water.
Well, my trying sodas in my soda bond series.
So I used to be really into hookah, like super into hookah before I was 21 in Ohio, like before they switched to 21, like 18, 19, 20. I was at the hookah bar a lot.
Yeah.
Hookah where you put Monster in instead of water, it's Monster.
That's crazy.
It was like tiger's blood, and we used to.
That you would get such a crazy high off of that. Oh my god.
Yes.
Yeah. No, the soda, you just get flavor. You just get like some fancy flavor in your smoke, and I like it. It's fun to try each one. I'm doing Doritos right now for my little series.
Nice.
But yeah, that's my Instagram is Geeklygoth. I also am on YouTube as Geeklygoth. I have a little Saturday series that I've been doing. I'm a little behind because I've been working on costumes for the past couple of weeks for the show I had last night.
The sweater you made for Juggle Ohio was just in time and needed because it was so fucking cold.
That sweater, I was like, I am so glad I made this. This is the comfiest thing right now. Covered all of me. I wore it to bed. I wore it when we walked up to Waffle House. Like, that was my go-to sweater for Juggle Ohio. But I'm also on YouTube. I do a series where I talk about the books that I read, and I read a lot of smut. So it's called Smutty Saturday, where I just talk about the various books I read and analyze them essentially, and whether or not they're actually good, or if the story is good, or if it's just being carried by its spice level.
Oh, okay, cool. So like I'm usually behind. I used to like make ideas, and I'm always behind when it comes to the show. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it when I can. And people are gonna support it and everything else, which that's what I'm happy about. So just don't pressure yourself. You can't, just do it for the fun.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. And it's like last week, I knew I had to get my robe done, and that took 9 hours to sew that robe. So that was like my whole Saturday was sewing that, and then yesterday was my show, and I was like, I'm not doing anything but that. I had because we went to a show on Thursday. Then I had a show in Buffalo, New York on Friday, and then I had a show in Syracuse on Saturday.
That's crazy.
I've had a very busy last couple of days. And thank fuck I have tomorrow off.
And thank you for making time. This was a lot of fun.
Of course, dude.
link up
As
again.
soon as you said you wanted to talk about Paprika, I was like, fuck yeah, I want to talk about Paprika. Fuck yeah, I want to talk about some anime fucking movies. Hell yeah. I'm
Perfect.
absolutely down.
Perfect. Well, I definitely need to get you back on. Thank you
Hell
so
yeah.
much. It's been a fun.
I am here for it.
Show is that it's like you do an hour and a half. You're like, holy shit, it's only been an hour and a half. We've been having so much fun. So definitely get you back. Thank you for coming on. Whoop,
Thank you for
whoop.
having me. Whoop
No.
whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Thank you. Well, that is the show for today. Had a great time with Geeklygoth. Follow her on her socials, on her YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. She's an awesome person. If you see her at the Gather, tell her what's up. If she's performing some burlesque, she's an awesome dancer. Very fun time. Love her to death. That's the show. Paprika gets a whoops up. Next time you'll see me, I believe it's with Humble Among. And we'll be talking about some movies that we've been watching. A whole new subgenre of whoops up, whoops down. So please join me for that. Much clown love. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Whoop, whoop. Much clown love.